Good morning and welcome to WWDC.
Now, let's talk about iOS. Together with iPhone, iOS helps you get so much done, whether you're at home or on the move. And the next release, iOS 16, offers new intelligence, sharing, and communication features. Here's my lock screen. You'll notice the subtle depth effect with my daughters appearing in front of the time. I really love it. Now, if I just press and hold, I can personalize it further. I'll just tap Customize, and now I'm in the editor. Now check this out. I can simply swipe to try out different styles that automatically change the color filter, the background, and the font for the time, all to complement each other. These look really beautiful. I can audition different typefaces and choose from different colors. And I like this color. I'll just adjust the shade a little bit. I think this looks awesome now. I can bring up our brand new wallpaper gallery, which showcases a bunch of options for inspiration. And there are plenty to choose from here. So much room for personalization with millions of combinations. With Photo Shuffle, I can choose a set of photos to shuffle throughout the day. And we also have suggested photos, intelligently curated for my personal library, like the best shots of family that look great on the lock screen. Now, this is an awesome one to add to my collection. Focus has helped people reduce distractions and stay in the moment. And this year, we're taking it further, starting with extending focus to your lock screen. This means your choice of a photo and widgets can all be tied to a particular focus. And now that you can have multiple lock screens, you can match them to the appropriate focus throughout your day. You can have a dedicated one for when you're in a work focus, with widgets showing your upcoming meeting or to-do list. Or with just a swipe, you can activate your personal focus. All of your corresponding notification settings apply, and it extends to your home screen too. So now you can elevate your favorite apps or widgets for keeping up with friends and family. Now, let's talk about what's in store for Messages. We're adding 3 of the most highly requested features to Messages. First, have you ever sent a message only to immediately realize you didn't quite say what you intended? Well, no worries, because now you can edit any message you just sent, so embarrassing typos can be a thing of the past. Second, have you ever wished you'd never sent that message at all? Well, good news, now you have Undo Send, so you can immediately recall a recent misfire. And finally, you can now mark any thread as unread, a perfect tool if you don't have time to respond in the moment and want to be sure to come back to a message later.
With iOS 16, we're introducing great updates for Maps users and developers. Let's start with one of our most requested features, multi-stop routing. You can now plan up to 15 stops in advance. Maps will now store previous routes in recents, so they're easy to get back to. And you can plan multi-stop routes on the Mac and send them to iPhone when you're ready to go. And of course, when you're driving, you can ask Siri to add additional stops to your route while safely keeping your eyes on the road. Next, let's talk about getting around with transit. We're making it easy for riders to see fares for how much their journey will cost, along with the ability to add transit cards to Wallet. And if a transit card balance is running low, you'll receive an alert so you can reload it without having to leave Maps.
You can now follow your favorite teams and leagues to get stories from hundreds of the best publishers in an all-new section called My Sports. You'll also find scores, schedules, and standings for the top professional and college sports leagues. And highlights, too. Now you can catch the best plays from your favorite teams right in your newsfeed. And your favorites are seamlessly synced with the Apple TV app and across all your Apple devices. This new sports experience is free. It'll be available in the US, UK, Canada, and Australia. And when you subscribe to Apple News Plus, you'll get premium sports coverage from many local newspapers.
We're introducing iCloud Shared Photo Library to help you share photos seamlessly and even automatically. It's easy to set up. It's a separate iCloud library that everyone can contribute to, collaborate on, and enjoy. You can participate in one shared library that's shared with up to 5 other people. We've made it simple to share just the photos you want from your library. You can share everything already in your library, or choose what to include based on a start date, or the people in the photos. For example, you could choose to include just the photos where you were together with your partner and the kids. Once the shared library is set up, you can manually move over new photos after you take them, but we wanted to make it even easier with a new switch right in camera that sends shots straight to the shared library as you take them. Now, this is great when you're on vacation and you want to make sure the photos are shared right away.
Apple Watch continues to be the most loved watch in the world because it helps you stay connected, active, and healthy. In watchOS 9, we're bringing great new features to each of these three areas. First, you can stay connected to what matters to you most just by glancing at your wrist, whether you use the popular Photos watch face or a face with rich complications. And we're adding 4 new watch faces for you to choose from. The Astronomy face has been remastered to take advantage of the expansive display and shows current cloud coverage around the world. The Lunar Calendar is used to observe traditional holidays and special events in many cultures. The Lunar Watch face celebrates this 1,000-year-old practice with support for Chinese, Islamic, and Hebrew calendars. Playtime, designed by artist Joy Fulton, features whimsical animated numbers. You can tap the display to send them bouncing around, and when you lower your wrist, they take a nap. Finally, Metropolitan highlights watch typography with a new font that dynamically stretches when you rotate the digital crown and features many lovely color combinations.
Well, today, we're excited to start the next generation of Apple Silicon for the Mac. Introducing M2. It takes the breakthrough performance and capabilities of M1 even further.
So that's M2. It starts our next generation of M-series chips with an 18% faster CPU, 35% faster GPU, 40% faster neural engine, and 50% more memory bandwidth. It takes the amazing performance, capabilities, and efficiency of M1 even further.
We're thrilled that it's our most loved Mac, the MacBook Air. Users love MacBook Air for its great performance, portability, and battery life.
MacBook Air now comes in 4 finishes: silver, space gray, a gorgeous starlight, and a stunning midnight. And yes, MagSafe is back for dedicated charging and peace of mind when you're plugged in. And it keeps the 2 Thunderbolt ports free for connecting to a variety of accessories. There's also an audio jack with support for high-impedance headphones. This all-new design is incredibly portable, and it's loaded with new features.
M2 is coming to another Mac, which is actually the world's second best-selling laptop, the 13-inch MacBook Pro. It's our most portable Pro notebook, and users love the performance it delivers in its compact design. Now with M2, you get even more capabilities in the same great form factor. With the incredible performance of M2, ProRes acceleration, up to 24 gigabytes of memory, and up to 20 hours of battery life, our most portable Pro notebook gets even better. Both the Air and the Pro also support our environmental goals.
macOS Ventura enriches so many of the ways we use our Macs. So let's jump in. A key part of the Mac experience is helping you be productive and creative. And today, we're extending handoff to FaceTime. Now picture this. You answer a FaceTime call on your iPhone while you're away from your desk. When you get home and bring your iPhone up close to your Mac automatically recognizes the call on your iPhone, and you can move it to your Mac seamlessly, giving you a bigger view to continue the conversation. You can hand off calls in any direction between your devices, so you'll always be able to join the call from the right one. And now, with Continuity Camera, you can use iPhone as your webcam. It's powered by the advanced capabilities of the iPhone camera system, letting you do things that were never before possible with a webcam. Let me show you how it works. Now, I'm just going to pop this stand on my iPhone and attach it to my display. Let's launch FaceTime. You can see my Mac automatically detects my iPhone and uses it as the camera. I don't even have to wake up my iPhone. This all works wirelessly, so there's nothing to plug in. So to try this out, let's call a friend in the design studio.
Hi, Craig.
Hey, Johnny. Are you up for helping me give a demo of Continuity Camera?
Sure, I'm using it right now with my iPhone and Pro Display XDR. You know, one thing I love about Continuity Camera is center stage. I can move around and center stage will keep me in the frame. I'll frequently pair that with portrait mode to blur the background with that beautiful bokeh.
Yeah, I've loved having these features on my iPad, and it's great that we can now use them with any Mac. And that's macOS Ventura, a feature pack release that brings new tools for managing Windows, smart new features for Mail, Safari, and games, and magical new continuity features. This year, in iPadOS 16, we have a big release that's going to take this versatility even further, starting with a host of features that you heard about earlier in iOS and macOS that are going to be great on iPad, like shared photo library, shared tab groups and passkeys in Safari, and a big update to Mail. We're also bringing weather to iPad, taking full advantage of the stunning display with beautiful animations like these gently moving clouds, heavy snowfall, and driving rain. And all of these modules are tappable to access detailed information. And that's iPadOS 16, a big release with exciting updates to many of the built-in apps. Weather app comes to iPad, new ways to collaborate and be productive, great features for pro users, including Stage Manager, and so much more.
Thank you for joining us, and let's have a great WWDC.